In the bottom left, playing as Wulfar, we have Just Your Eventual Ruler. Up against Shu in the top right, also playing Wulfar. Oh wow, so Shu's just like, I'm just gonna mirror match you, and we're gonna see how this plays out. And this is Shifting Sands, one of the, I guess more interesting storied maps in the event, because it was originally a Fog of War map that was converted into just a regular map. And I actually think it holds up well as both. Of course, the Fog of War version is a bit different. But this is the first time it's really been used in a tournament. So I'm intrigued. I want to see how this plays out. The big noticeable map feature is you can't build knights out of this barracks over here. So it is going to be a delayed knight from both players. And actually Shu, seeing that there isn't as much pressure due to the lack of early knights, is going for an early thief wagon. And that does speed up the capture of that corner village by 1 turn. And Just Your Eventual Ruler hasn't really responded to this. Like, I mean, they could also go for their own thief wagon, but they're just going knights. And Shu's just gonna play that longer economy game. Heals up Wulfar. Ooh, but he's not very healthy. So I don't really know what the difference here is going to be. And actually, like, looking at the economy, it's not really that different. Yeah. Take a look at this. Oh, that is not working correctly. Never mind. Alright. Anyway, back into the game. Shu built up this nice force on the left-hand side. It'd be pretty difficult for Just Your Eventual Ruler to push into this, so they're just going to have to back off. And yeah, they're just going to walk away. Oh, actually, just going to throw away 1 sword. They're just going to continue to fight over on this bottom right-hand side. This sword's probably going to run down and capture. But Wulfar is kind of trapped in this corner. She's just ignoring the corner village. And honestly, that kind of makes a lot of sense. Alright, now there's a mage going for it. But yeah, like, if you can just put a lot of pressure on your opponent, like, going for these side villages isn't as important. Like, you just kind of want to put a lot of pressure on your opponent, force them to come to you. Wow. Oh, that's a lot of damage coming over on this side. Wow, big sword crit comes in too. And Wulfar, oh, with the kill. I mean, that sword could go down, but you're sacrificing a dog to do that. And now Just Your Eventual Ruler has all of this pressure on the right hand side. Shu also has pressure on this side. So, are they going to try and go for a push? I don't think so. I think, yeah, they're just going to back up and just say, alright, well, you know, you've got a lot of stuff happening over here. Shu does have the big economy lead, though. And Just Your Eventual Ruler is swinging it back around. So we will be seeing them continue to press forwards. And now, I think they're just bringing it back to even. Oh, this village over here is actually still theirs, so that's gonna make the difference. Shu, oh, able to find an opening and hit that archer. That's terrible. And now, all of a sudden, this defense is looking really fragile. Like, this archer was absolutely key. Being able to, like, you know, heavily damage the knight, pick off one of those dogs. Like, that probably should have been a spear just to cover. And what are we going to see come out here from Just Your Eventual Ruler? Are they just going to try and push forwards? They put both harpies in range of the enemy's harpies, so... Oh, but now there's double mage. And they're lining up, I believe that's lined up night crits. Oh, dog crit comes in. And what's Shu gonna do here? Are they gonna go for the... Are they gonna tee off the spear into that gap? They are! Damages both of those mages. I actually think these are still both healthy enough to kill harpies though. And okay, well there is a mage back here, so there is some anti-air. So the harpies can't really just do whatever they want. This is so interesting. And now, I guess like... What's the tee off gonna do? Golem? Yeah, it just wants to get rid of that. Ooh, I would have knocked it a lot further away than that. Alright, big mage heal comes in. Puts pressure on the stronghold. Oh, wow, it's at 5%. And all that needs to happen now is Wulfar needs to live. Something needs to hit this stronghold. Like, anything needs to hit this stronghold. They're just going to go all in. And I think... Wulfar should live? Maybe? Actually, I don't know. That's pretty fragile. Big mage heal comes in. This golem's looking pretty scary. The knight lives for now, but it's going to go down to a sword, I believe. Oh. Alright, here we go. And I think we're just going to see all of this army go down. Yeah. And that was such a cool play. And it almost worked. It got really, really close. And the really sad part is all of this stuff is out of punish range. And Just Your Ventural Ruler actually just throws in the towel. And shoot, yeah, they're just gonna drop mage heals. Take off units where they can. Oh, she was actually... No, she's just going to play this out. They aren't going to take, you know... I guess it's like almost a bait when your opponent just, you know, runs away. I do feel like Just Your Ventural Ruler had an opportunity to keep playing. Maybe this is a big fake out. Maybe they just build the dragon and try and like snipe off the stronghold before the game ends. And they're just going to continue running away. Shu, I believe at this point, they're just going to play it out. They're just going to keep knocking down buildings. Get that econ advantage going. We got Wargroove up. He even sets up the dog crit using the balloon. And now this is when you can kind of safely be like, yeah, I'm just going to kill your stuff. I've seen some people in the chat say, you know, like game was over. I think there was an opportunity to keep playing out. But yeah, I do not blame Just Your Ventural Ruler for calling it quits. Like if you lose that much of your army in one go and you're up against like a really good player, then yeah, nobody's gonna really blame you or fault you that much for saying, yeah, I'm not gonna go any further in this. And yeah, Stronghold will die next turn. And actually, I do believe that... Oh, we're going to tee off. What's going to happen? Balloon? Yeah, it just damages the spears. Shu does not want to take any chances. Because the worst thing you could have happen would be to walk your commander into a lethal in this kind of situation. But, just to mention ruler. They hit end turn again. So actually, in the rules, if you hit end turn twice without doing anything, or twice in a row without doing anything, you forfeit the game. So at this point, it is actually Shu's win, regardless of whatever may happen next. And yeah, they're just going to knock down the stronghold, and that's the game. And that is... that is the game. Just Your Eventual Ruler goes for an all-in on the stronghold and Shu able to defend. But honestly, that was a hell of a good set. And yeah, nicely played. Oh yeah, people in chat saying like even if you're far behind, you can still play it out, but you have to have a hell of a good mental game to be able to like recover from that and then go up against you. And yeah, that is that's just how it goes sometimes. But it was a very good set. Like being 5% away from taking down a stronghold on a game 3 against like the world champion. That's pretty good. Like you have to be like pretty good at the game to be able to do that, so nicely done. And Shu goes through to the round of 8. Or winner's round of 8, I should say. I actually don't know who they're going to play against next. I guess we'll find that out.